I truly believe in first love, and it doesn't matter to me.
What do you mean believe in it?
Because a lot of people will say when people are very young, well, that's not really love. You know, adults will say to children, well, that's not really love, that's just a crush, or that's... I think, who are we to say what is love? Who can define what love is? To me, love is a huge feeling, just like, wow! And that could be
But isn't that
sexual,
love as opposed to love?
Well, you see, when you start breaking it down...
I'm sounding like Prince Charles now, whatever love is.
Whatever that means.
I think, you know, when I see my girls, like when they were younger and they would have these massive crushes on movie stars and stuff, and I could see the pain they were in. And I remember Donny Osmond, it was real and deep.
But is a crush... Crush is hormonal, surely. It's like a hormone... It's like when your hormones first kick in and you're just a bit confused about everything.
It's a chemical thing, love.
Has anyone ever bumped into their first love?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Have you?
Yeah.
God.
Oh.
Was it a good swerve?
Never go back. Never go back.
See, that lovely old couple, they looked like they kind of recognised each other, didn't they? But, yeah, I was in love when I was young, and seriously, you're right, it is a feeling. It's an all-encompassing, horrible, mad thing that you feel, and it's...
Horrible? Why do you call it horrible?
Well, because it just takes you over. Yeah, you just cry all the time. It's really unfortunate, especially when you're young.
Yeah.
And especially if it's someone, you know, that you can't have, basically, not like a pop
Isn't it the
star.
feeling of feeling vulnerable? I think that's where the horrible thing is, because you know...
Yeah, it wasn't...
You're in someone's hands.
So could you not
get
have
into
him?
his hands?
No, I couldn't have him, no, because he went to prison.
The ultimate bad boy.
But the thing is, like, I used to fantasise about going to visit him in prison, and he used to write these letters in my school jotter. I still got them.
Saying what?
I'd be like, yeah, I got this job at the MOD now, and I'm working. I was still at school.
What did he look like?
Well, at the time, he was really, really handsome, but then when I saw him, like, many
There's
years
a bus
later...
coming.
I sort of thought, phew, what a relief. He looked like, right... He looked like... You've seen Oliver?
Yeah.
The original film, the one with Ron Moody as Fagin.
Yeah.
Love is just so much of a bigger thing than just, like, having a crush on someone that you've never actually gone out with.
But it always starts with being in love, doesn't it? You're in love with someone and then you just love them.
I think it's a really important stage of your life, though, isn't it? I mean, you know, and
I've never... You know, when you look at that footage of girls at concerts at the front, particularly like the Beatles or something, and they're literally weeping with hysteria. I've just never understood that.
No, you and I are a bit
person.
similar on that
I was going to say,
does
does that surprise anyone that Jane Moore...
It's not just me.
No, I'm the same. I'm the same.
That does not surprise me.
OK, all right. Now, with us four old birds, the two romantics in the middle.
Yeah.
We've been doing this show forever, haven't we? No. It got us reminiscing about some of the opinions that we used to have back in the day. And, Nadia, you wanted to pick up on something that apparently Jane used to say.
Oh, yeah. And you don't remember this, but you always used to say... And do you remember, we used to feel a bit funny about it. So do you really think that's true? Because Jane always used to say in the pre-meetings, in a much more graphic way than I can say right here and now, but...
My mind's going like this.
You used to say, if anyone thinks that their fella, if they were offered 5 minutes or 10 minutes or any amount of minutes of passion, where they absolutely knew, by somebody else, they absolutely knew there was no way they were going to get caught, they would definitely take it. They'd have it.
Yeah, I think 90% of the male population would.
Do you still think that, then?
If they had a cast iron guarantee that incident, let's call it, was never going to get back to their family or impact on their life in any... Yeah, because I think, you know...
I wonder what Frank Skinner thinks.
Yeah, but men can't live with their own deceit. That's the problem. It's not about people finding out. It's about them going, oh, I did something wrong. I need to offload my guilt and tell somebody else about it.
Do you think?
Yes, I do. Absolutely, 100% I do. I think men can't live with the things that they do like that, and they will tell you that. So most of the time, I think they probably wouldn't do it.
Because I love a generalisation.
Would you do it?
It gets me so excited.
Would I do it?
Yeah.
No.
Do you think it's the same for women, then? Do you think women really struggle?
No, women are really good at lying and keeping things to themselves. So they could keep it to themselves. They wouldn't have to offload it. They'd be like, ha-ha. I did that, and no one's going to know. They wouldn't have to offload. But, yeah.
Oh.